Hello everyone, welcome to another Playmobil unboxing. Today I've got the Summer Fun Hotel Bus for you, item number 5267. This is an ideal add-on if you're lucky enough to have the Playmobil hotel set. You obviously need something to get their clickies to the hotel, and this hotel bus, complete with driver, 2 adult clickies and 2 child clickies plus their luggage, would be ideal. Here's a familiar sight to Playmobil fans. I've got everything out of the box, and apart from of course the main body of the bus, we've got lots of bags with lots of little accessories that need fitting. So without any further ado, I'll unbag all these items and we'll assemble this hotel bus. Well, it all looks a mess at the moment, lots of tiny little parts, so be sure to assemble this on a well-lit flat surface because you've risk of losing some of these tiny bits, especially parts as small as that. So, it looks a mess now, but in a few minutes, hopefully, it will all take shape and we'll have a completed hotel bus. Here are the items we need for the first part of the assembly. Now I've actually assembled 3 of the wheels to save time, so I'll put those to one side ready to go on the bus, and I'll just assemble the final wheel. So we need to put the wheel hub into the middle of the tyre. It's a little bit tricky. You need to sort of prise it over the rim. That's it, that's on one side and it's gone on the other side, that's okay. Then we need to put the little black axle, that goes in this way till it clicks, and then finally, oh hang on, that's not quite in, there we go. Finally, the wheel cap to finish it off. So they're ready to go on the hotel bus. The other 2 things to assemble on page 2 are the wing mirrors and this little tow hook. So you could tow a trailer behind, or even possibly Playmobil caravan. Each wheel simply clicks into place on the bus. When you're putting the wheel in, you need to make sure, it's very hard to see, can you see there's a little bit sticking up there? That needs to be at the top as you're putting it in, so it clicks into place. Then at the back of the bus, we need to put the little tow bar in. That just pushes in until it clicks. And finally the wing mirrors. One that side. There we go. That's a little bit tricky. And then the other side. There we go. Next we need to add the seats so the passengers have somewhere to sit. So these are the parts you need, plus you need the System X tool, and you'll need the little System X pieces. I've fitted them to 2 of the chairs. This go on the underside there, look. And also on the wider bench type chair you need 3 on the underside. So to fit them we just pop them into the System X tool and push it into the space provided until it clicks. There we go. Now we need to assemble the double seat. That's in 2 parts, so it should just be a question of clicking them in together. And as you can see, that's been made to fold to provide more luggage space. So now we just need to click in the 3 chairs. That's 1, 2, 3. They all face front. And then finally at the back we've got the extra double seat which clicks in there. That's it, just check that the folding action works. So in this bus we can take the driver plus a passenger at the front and 5 clickies at the back without luggage. If they've got extra luggage you'll only get 3 in. There is a space here at the front, you can actually put luggage there, but it is in the way of the door so they'll have to move that before they alight. Okay, let's see what's next on the assembly. Now we need to add the smoked glass effect windows and the sunroof. We'll put the sunroof on at the last moment, and we just need to click in these windows. They are slightly different shapes. It's obvious where the long windows go, so we'll pop those in first. Can be a little bit tricky. Let's pop those to one side and pop the back windows in. Hopefully they'll go in okay. Does take a little bit of time to get them in. Don't want to force it. Let's try it round the other way. I'm not sure, actually no, they do, no, they go in a specific way. You've got to be careful with this. It's very hard to pick up. On the top of there, can you see that little tab? Well, that's wider than the tab at the bottom, and if you look on the actual window, there is a wider space here, so it must go in that way up. And judging by the instructions, you do assemble it from the outside. There is a little bit of give in the plastic. It's Playmobil, so it shouldn't break. There we go. It's all clicked in all the way round. I'll repeat that for the next side, but we've also got two smaller windows. Again, they've got a tab at the top which goes at the top, so put that in first. Let's turn it round to make it a bit easier for me. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Now that was a lot easier. So there we go. That's two windows at that side, and I'll repeat that for the other side. The other small window is actually the window on the door. So again, we've got one longer cutout at the top and two smaller cutouts at the bottom, which correspond with the little window piece. So again, we'll push that in until it clicks all the way around. While we're looking at the door, I've just discovered the way it opens. It doesn't just open normally, it opens like that, which is a very clever little hinge, just like a real bus. It's just a little bit of detail that Playmobil add to their toys that you don't get with some other cheaper made toys. It just really, just this little attention to detail that makes Playmobil such a fabulous toy range. Okay, so nearly assembled. I think the next thing to do is to attach the back doors, and they also need the glass put into them as well. I just got a bit confused because there was no instructions on how to put the doors in, because according to the little instruction book the doors should have been fitted. So yours might have the doors fitted in place, but if they don't, we'll need to fit them. So I think it'll be easier to fit the glass panels to the doors, and they are slightly different shape. They're not quite square, and again fit them just the same way as the other two. Well, sorry, the other four. Hang on a minute. Yes, I am putting it in correctly. It is a little bit fiddly. There we go, that's one. Do the other one. That's it, make sure it's in the correct way. You'll find it easier to do at home, I'm sure, because you're not having to show a camera what you're doing. There we go. So that's the two back doors, and they must locate. They'll just push in. You need to bend them a bit to get them into the area. There's two little spigots that stick up. Make sure that's in the right way. That's it, that should be correct. Yep, there we go. And finally, we need to put the smoked glass sunroof on. I'm not sure which way it goes on actually, without checking the book. Could be this way, could be that way. There, that's it. That's the way it goes on, with that little piece towards the back. The last thing we need to do is attach the number plates to the front and back. As you can see, I've attached the back one. They just come on this little sticker sheet. I'm glad to see that's the only stickers I have to deal with in this particular assembly. I do like the fact that everything else on this bus is actually printed on, because sometimes after a lot of play the stickers can sort of peel off and look a bit tatty. So obviously at the front we need to put the final sticker, and then the assembly for this hotel bus is complete. All I need to do is show you the clickies and accessories that come with it. Right, now it's a bit tricky. As a previous tip, if you've got some tweezers, they do help greatly. I think I've managed to get that on correctly. A pair of tweezers help greatly when you're applying the stickers to Playmobil, especially if you have a lot of stickers to apply. Here are the accessories that come with the hotel bus. You've got a little street sign, a little parking sign to tell the passengers where to catch the bus. You also got this little sign that the driver can hold up saying he's collecting the family Andreas, I believe that says, for their trip to the hotel. These will need a bit of assembly. These suitcases come in two parts and you just need to click the wheels into place. So you've got one larger trolley case. You can stand it up like that. You can stand it like that. You can wheel it, and of course it's designed for the clickies to hold on to at that end. You've got a smaller one here, child size. Again, that just needs clicking together and the wheels putting on. Got a nice little beach bag, I suppose that would be, or a shopping bag. Then there's another little hold all. Again, that needs the end pushing into it. You get a tiny camera, and you need to fit that little rubber strap to it. And finally, a little pair of shoes that belong to the girl clicky. So here we have the clickies, the family and the driver. You do need to put the driver's hat on, and that little collar, that also comes separate. You need to pop that on as well. So he's very smart in the hotel uniform. Here's Dad. Now I think because his eyes are that shaped, he's supposed to be an Asian gentleman, and he's got black hair. Unless he's got a squint, he's squinting because of the sun. Playmobil have used this particular style of hair and the eyes in other sets. So I'm assuming that he is supposed to be an Asian gentleman from Japan or China perhaps. So he's very smart. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He's wearing jeans. He's got some grey shoes. Here's Mum. Already got a bit of a tan. Nice red hair. Summery little dress. Some trainers. Little tennis shoes. Nice little detail on the back. Here we have Jenny. Little Jenny with her additional flip-flops. Nice little pony top she's got on. Nice little hair. And finally, this is Johnny. He's wearing a smart little printed vest. Looks like it's got a car on it. Little bit of detailing on the back, and for some reason his little shoes are actually moulded on, so you don't get them separate. Back to the bus. The front windshield or windscreen comes straight off to give access to the front, with space for two clickies, and of course the driver. We can just pop him in there now, holding the steering wheel. There we go. And we can pop the windscreen back on. And we've got space now, of course, in the back for the family. You get greater access by obviously taking off the sunroof. and then we can put all the family in with their luggage. Hopefully, I think we might need the extra seat folded up. I've managed to fit the whole family inside, but there wasn't any room for all the luggage, so the larger suitcases I've just had to put, whoops, on the floor there. The hold all is on the back seat and the shopping or beach bag is just on the floor. Obviously I could take away one of the clickies and have more space at the back for the luggage if I wanted to. The clickies can hold on to the little armrests so they stay secure if the driver decides to go a little bit fast. And at the back, on the back two seats, let's just remove that out. The clickies' feet can actually click between these two pieces. Can you see there? I've actually done it with a child clicky, but he does have to sit. There you go, you can just see how the feet are holding on because there's no armrests on the back seats. It is better, I suppose, with a full-sized clicky because they can sit right back in the seat and they're secure. They won't move around now. So there we go. So that's the end of my unboxing and review of the Playmobil Hotel Bus. Plenty more Playmobil fun to come, so please subscribe and you'll be notified of all my new uploads. So until the next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.